control the chicken, hashtag. But there we go. The chat well and truly on, so I feel like your prediction on that one was not 100% accurate. Maybe there was something else that was going on. Who knows? I have not been told. But regardless, the game is underway. The pistol has begun. We're ready to get this one rocking and rolling. And I'm curious to see what the plan is going to be for FM to start this one off. And it looks like they're just going to be kicking off with a full bum rush onto A, not messing around. That's a nice little jump-in headshot coming out from Pulse straight onto Leffy. Pish, sorry, is gonna, I'm never going to say that correctly, but does manage to trade it. Smooya is going to be on the scene and manages to get two. No, he can't. Gets shut down in the end by PT. Thomas arrives. Rom chimes in as well. All the terrorists are down. The bomb was planted, but it will be defused in the end. So nice little bit of a defensive play coming out from Orgless, and they win that situation pretty comfortably. So fantastic stuff from them, and let's see what FM have got to answer for this.
Yeah, so really nice opening round there coming in from Orgless, and this is exactly the start they need. They're definitely a momentum-based team. If they can get going, they're not going to stop. We saw that yesterday. It was chunky play. All of the rounds won were in chunks, and that's really, really good if Orgless can start off in the same manner. They've got the buy going on. We are just going to see pistols coming out on the side of FM, and I don't mean the radio. So let's see if this is going to work out nicely, as Orgless will just be moving, holding off with those rifles in hand. FM trying to take that mid-control. They have done quite well as Pulse will take down Smooya, and Pulse making it a double kill there as Leffy will go down as well. So a great start into this one. And already, Orgless looking a little bit battered, so not too good. And PT hoping he can follow as his teammate begun. And Orgless already that momentum being shut down. An aggressive play coming through. It's not going to work out too nicely, but finally Rom will find that PB Bison kill. Straight in, straight out, shake it all about. He does the hokey cokey and he turns around, because that is what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely correct on that one. But still 4 players remaining for FM eSports, and they're going to head over towards this A site now and should be able to make something happen. But Thomas is already laying in wait for them. He's got the UMP and he's going to be mowing them down. 3 nice little kills coming through there. Rom finds one for himself as well. And Orgless shut down any kind of push that could come out from their opponents and make that round happen for themselves. And now, heading into the 3rd round of the game, FM, they haven't committed any cash into either of these other rounds. They've just fully ecoed, and that means they are going to be able to go for this rifle buy. Not quite as much utility as they would have hoped for, but still enough to make things happen, especially if they can land those headshots. If they can get those shots landing correctly, they should be in a good stead to make this round happen for themselves. However, you've got the AWP in the hands of Smooya, and everyone else on the side of Orgless already with those rifles as well. So should be level pegging, really. And a lot down to just taking these aim battles and making sure that you're not going to be getting the rough end of the stick.
Yeah, absolutely, as the pusher will be moving in onto the A bomb site. FM just hoping to do some work here. Nilzini are going to open it up, taking down the first player. Smooya will reply. Leffy from Sandwich going to be able to get a trade frag, but that's about all. And there's 3 players survived on that bomb site. The bomb should be going down pretty soon, and we're just going to have to wait and see on that one. The bomb is going to be going down as Nilzini looking for a fight, but Smooya is going to be the man with the AWP, taking on Nilzini. Takes him straight down and out. Smooya will try and get some more work done as Thomas works in now. Famas in hand, hoping he's going to get an opportunity, and he will. Chases down Hudsg, wins the fight as well, and it's all on Boaster now. 1 versus 3, and that's not going to work. Smooya dispatches of him, and the first gun round has been won relatively easily by Orgless, keeping 3 players alive and an AWP. That's pretty good going.
Yeah, absolutely. Orgless have found themselves a nice little advantage now. They should be in really good stead to just start to snowball this one for a while. 3 rounds up. Barely any cash on the side of FM to work with. They should be able to take this one with relative ease and hopefully break the curse that was happening yesterday between Orgless and Fish. And they should be able to survive this pistol round. Fingers crossed, at least.
Absolutely, my fingers were born crossed. In fact, I can't move them, as Smooya will take down Pulse. That's a nice opening frag, although this isn't too much investment coming through from FM. They do need the bomb plant here for those pistols to pay off. For Smooya, get a dispatch of Hudsg as well, and he's just going ham over towards mid. But the push is coming into the B bomb site, and that's what matters. So let's see, is Boaster going to be able to get that bomb down as Nilzini will be dispatched off by Rom, and that's a great opening. Bomb now working its way towards mid. Smooya was spotted there by Boaster, but he's not going to be going for the kill just too quick. So he's going to have to back off now. Just PT and Boaster remaining. P250 and Deagle in hand. Maybe there's an opportunity here to do some work. Moving on to that B-bomb site, but it's going to be Rob. Moving up, getting personal, and he's going to be dispatching one. Can he make it two? Yes, he can. Spray comes through, and Boaster is dead. That's your head removed. And on a silver platter for the counter-terrorists.
Yeah, I've got to say, Orgless as a squad seem to just revel in these first few rounds of the game. Every single map we see them on, the first few rounds they take for themselves. They win that pistol and then they turn it into a few more. They've managed to do the same here. 4-0 is the score. But this is the point in the game where we usually see their opponents start to actually fight back and start to get some rounds on the board themselves. We'll see if FM can fulfill that prophecy or whether it's going to be Orgless just completely running away with things. Here we go in the 5th round. Rifles and an AWP still to work with for FM, so they should be able to get something on the board at least. If not win the round, then at least damage the economy of Orgless, because they can't afford to just let things slide away like they have been. Hoods G is going to start things off right as he finds the AWPer on the side of Orgless.
Yeah, nice opening coming through straight off the bat, leaving an hour 4 versus 5. So looking very good so far. Let's see if Orgless aren't going to be able to get back into this round after the loss of Smooya. Of course, Pulse is on the AWP, and he should be doing some work. But Rom holding the angle, getting ready. He's going to take Huds G straight out of the server. See you later. I'll see you next year. Pish holding close. He needs to get some work done here, but he won't be able to do too much. One trade frag comes through as Pulse will no-scope him to death. And a 3 versus 3 Neilzinho opens it right up. Thomas comes through. 1-2. Can't make the third, but leaves it in a 1 versus 1 now. All on Rom. 1 versus 1. Neilzinho and Rom. 2 old school players. 2 players that have a lot left to go in this round. Neilzinho with a 2k, Rom with 1. But no bomb plant going through. And Neilzinho playing this like a sneaky ninja is going to be heading over towards that B-bomb site, getting that bomb planted for free, and being pretty happy about it. This should be the clutch that he's been looking for to get his team a round. But Rom seems to have some idea. He's checked out the A-bomb site. Now he knows everything he needs to know. But what does Neilzinho know? Is he aware of the position of Rom? Is he going to be aware of where that CD-ROM is coming from? Maybe not. Or maybe Rom going to take Neilzinho straight out of the server, and that is a clutch. Done easy. Gordon Ramsay would be proud.
Yeah, absolutely. And nice calculated play there by Rom as well. He knows that if he checks, if he goes around those corners, he will be at a disadvantage, and just holds an angle. He knows that he still had plenty of time to play with, so just hopes that that T player will play a little bit too aggressive and will turn around and go for that fight. Does get the headshot for it. Is rewarded for that patient play, and it means that Orgless are now 5 rounds into the game without a single loss, and FM eSports are kind of reeling from the punches right now. 0 rounds, and they have got that loss bonus stacking though, so at least they're going to be able to go for these rebuys. But Smooya once again getting that entry frag onto Hoods G. Bad news for the FM boys, and we'll see if there's anything that they can do about this, whether they can salvage this situation or if it's just downhill from here.
Well, it's certainly not uphill. Smooya holding the angle, and perfect once again in the right place at the right time. Going to be able to find himself the 2nd kill of the round and open it up for Orgless to try and take themselves 6-0. Like I said, if Orgless can take this first map, this is going to be FM losing 2-0, and that would be really, really bad, especially when contending for £1,000. That's not £100, it's not £200, it's £1,000. I can do maths, just not much of it.
Well, I'm not 100% sure that is maths. I think that's just looking at numbers, but Pishilla can do the maths, and he calculates exactly where Neilzinho's forehead is going to be. Takes him on out. And with 2 terrorist players remaining, this should be simple rounds for Orgless. Smooya, I'm not sure if he heard them there, whether he heard a footstep. He did turn around. There was a flashbang went off, so I think he's aware that they're around mid. And he is going to actually go for it, but this stack is very strong. The human totem pole comes into play, and PT will finish off that AWPer. Leffy looking for the spray through smoke, and he will actually find it in the end. And suddenly, Thomas finds himself being mown down from multiple directions, ends up going down. In fact, it was not. It was Boaster that was getting mown down. It was Thomas that was getting the kill in the end. But 6 rounds now for Orgless, and they are just taking this map by storm.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Orgless 6-0, and they are not showing any signs of stopping. This is like Thomas the Tank Engine. If he was a terrorist, he'd just be going straight through everyone and murdering people. Because why not? That's what terrorists do. And I'm not talking about the terrorist in Counter-Strike. I'm talking about the terrorists in real life.
Or both, in fact.
Or, yeah, sure. I mean, the terrorists in Counter-Strike aren't really terrorists, are they?
Well, I don't know. That depends on your definitions. But let's not go into a philosophical debate on terrorism. Let's talk about Counter-Strike.
They're actually
right now.
anarchists.
Well, it really depends.
They haven't really got a political aim. They just want to do it.
As far as you know. As far as you know.
True.
You haven't talked to him, have you?
I haven't, actually, no.
See, there you go. You just...
Oh,
prejudice
bye-bye.
right there, but here we go. Pistols coming into play. Pichilla manages to find one for himself. Nilzinho just going to be waiting a little bit before he pushes on out. Waits for the reload and finds an opportunity. Takes out Smooya, and he's looking for Rom as well, but will get shut down. The M4 is too strong when you've only got a P250. And here we go, nice little pop flash coming out from Rom. He's ready to try and find this fight, and he's spotted that there are multiple players coming, and that means the rest of his team needs to get over here. But there we go, mowing them down. Pulse gets one trade, but it's not going to be enough. Can't get the rifle out in time, and Thomas shuts him down. This is a different Thomas to what we were seeing yesterday. He was the player on Orgless that we were saying, you know, we need to see him step up. We need to see him start to frag, and this time, 10-1-1. Thomas is on fire.
Yeah, Thomas is just showing that there's more than one Thomas, but he is the main one. I mean, if you think about how many players there probably are called Thomas, there's probably a lot. He's got a lot to prove for the Thomases of the world. So, you keep going, Thomas. Good job. 10 and something. So, really good work coming out from Thomas. Anyway, it's going to be 5 versus 5, and a full buy coming out now from FM. They have the AWP on Pulse. They have full AKs, they have enough utility to take a small country, and this should be a round that they can look to win. But Smooya and Rom going to work in mid are going to take down Nilzinho, and Smooya not done yet. Takes Hudge out of the equation, and this is looking really good now. 3 versus 5. Pish, still undetected, is going to have a free kill onto a flash player. PT goes down. Boaster trying to trade it back out, will finally get it, but he finds himself at 1 versus 4, all on his own. Can he work this one out, or is this going to be a step too far, or a bridge too far? Thomas going for the knife kill there, not going to work out. Almost giving Boaster an opportunity, but luckily there is a wild Smooya with a pistol out, and he's going to do the job. P2K doesn't need any more. That was my gun sound.
That was a very good gun sound, and it was a very good round for Orgless as well. 8 rounds on the trot now. FM yet to even find themselves on the scoreboard, and I was talking about loss bonus earlier, how they were starting to stack it up and they'd be able to get rebuys and things, but it doesn't seem to matter for them. They can't get anything to stick, and Orgless are just on an absolute rampage right now, already with 8 rounds on the board. They've already won the half at this stage, before FM have even managed to find anything, and it doesn't even feel like FM have, you know, got a plan of how to get back into this game. They're not being particularly proactive, and they keep on losing these entries. They keep on losing these aim battles to start off the round. It's going to be Pulse checking, but Smooya shuts him down. Rom gets one as well, and suddenly the round starts to fall apart once more. Smooya gets yet another one. Looking through the smoke, isn't quite going to connect the one onto Hud's G, but it's all but over already. And there's going to be the jump down and finishes off that player. I want to say that that was a no-scope. Wasn't in his eyes, so pretty much just pulling that one out of my arse.
I have a theory.
Go on then.
Maybe Smooya only turns up on a Tuesday.
Solid theory.
Going up on a Tuesday.
There's a large possibility. So far, we have seen him turn up on 2 Tuesdays in a row.
Yeah.
100% of the Tuesdays we've seen Smooya play on, he's turned up.
He has. You're absolutely right. But then again, he's pretty good on the other days as well.
That is true.
So maybe Smooya is just the next big thing in the UK scene. Maybe Smooya is the new Black. That was a reference to Orange is the new Black. Yeah. There isn't a good player called Black. Anyway, the push is coming in. Pish, undetected once again under the balcony. He's going to find 1 kill. Looks for the second, takes him down. That is the bomb dropped. And now this is looking really grim as Orgless want to take themselves a 10th round in a row. And that's it. Leffy to close out. Belgian Beer does the job. And that is 10-0 on the board. Happy days. FM thinking, what can we do? Cheap as chips are the guns, but the rounds, they're pretty expensive.
Emotionally, at least. That is certainly the case, as FM, as far as I can tell, pretty much falling apart at this stage. And, you know, the economy for Orgless is just, I mean, they can rebuy for days at this stage. 10 rounds on the trot, barely losing players in these rounds. Everybody on this side of Orgless just having a whale of a time. Leffy's going to go for a second AWP as well. If one wasn't enough, why not go for another? And again, FM just struggling to find their way into this map, struggling to find their way onto either of the bomb sites. Every time they try and go for a strategy, every time they try and go for a push, it feels like Orgless have the key and just shut them down completely. Feels like they've already read this strat book. But this time FM playing this one as slowly as they can, essentially. Just hanging around towards their spawn and not letting anything go wrong. Not allowing themselves to take those aim battles that they've so recently been losing.
Yeah, I mean, normally we would be seeing some of these players really turn up, but right now it's just not happening. There is, of course, a play going on in mid. That's PT. Going to be facing off against Rom. Smoke will come down, so Rom not going to be able to have too much of an opportunity, too much of an impact here. Luckily, he's got Thomas backing him up, and that's all the work that they need. As the push will arrive now in the middle. Smooya, AWP in hand, is going to be holding off towards B, as Hudgy will move his way towards him. But it is going to be the A site looking like it's under aggression here. Nice spam comes through from Hudgy, not going to be able to connect with that one, but it's a good little fake, as the A play will come through finally. Through the connector zone is where we're going to be seeing this deadly duel go down. And Boast the first man through. The smoke is dead already as Rom finds 1, 2, 3. Can he find any more? It's going to be Leffy to help him out. And Thomas from behind closes out Huds G and says, "Good sir, I'm afraid the A bomb site is closed from 8:30 PM until 7 tomorrow morning, when we will open for breakfast at £8.50 per person. Thank you and good night."
Well, that sounds like an expensive breakfast to me, but...
Not at the IBIS, it's not.
Is it not?
It's standard at there.
That's good.
If you wake up in time.
That's good news.
I did.
There you go. All the hotels are available.
Yeah.
I feel like we say that phrase more than we actually say names of brands and
yeah.
things.
Other phrases about brands being available are available.
Yeah. Yeah, that is correct. But regardless, here we go. 11-0. This is a ridiculous game coming out from Orgless right now, and they're looking to turn this into a flawless victory if they can. We'll see if that is going to be the case, though, because FM, they haven't given up just yet. They're still trying to change up their strategies a bit. We're seeing a different default from them each time. But they've successfully taken control of mid this time, which is something that they've been struggling with in previous rounds. And we'll see whether that's actually going to make a difference in the grand scheme of things with the rest of the team pushing onto the site now. Boaster and Hudgy both grab one. Rom will answer, but it's 3 versus 3. The AWPs arrive on the scene, though, and we'll see what they're going to be able to pull off. The Tech 9 coming out as well, but Leffy spins around and annihilates Hudgy, and suddenly it's 2 versus 2. The bomb will finally get planted as Leffy's down to 12 HP. PT will be able to finish him with the Tech 9 if he can just find an opportunity. Tagged through the box, but that's the perfect spot for him to jump on out. Pulse finishes the round with an AWP of his own. And in the end, FM managed to push the score all the way up to the maximum score it can be on the grounds that you're looking only in binary.
I mean, it could be more
10.
than 1 in binary.
Or 11, yeah.
No, it could be millions. It's just it wouldn't be directly translated. That's like saying...
Well, 1 in binary is 1.
Yes, correct. But 0 in binary is 0. So think about that for a minute. Anyway, this round is very, very key for FM now. Nilsina are going to be able to take down Pish. If they don't win this round, they will lose this game. So Pulse chiming in, going to be able to find a kill there onto Thomas, and this is absolutely key now. Pish and Thomas both dead. It's a 3 versus 5 in favour of FM, and that is exactly what they needed this round. If they lost this round, I would say good game. But so far, it's going well. PT is going to be tagged up massively there by the grenade as Nilsina works his way forward onto the A bomb site. And Leffy is going to be the man to receive. He's the welcome party, and that's not one party I want to attend. The only parties I want to attend are ones that are going to kill me. And my liver. Specifically
the liver. Here we go.
Yes.
Leffy, also a player that will be killing your liver if you drink too much of him. Very strong beer. That's going to be a nice shot from Smooya to open this one up. And that is going to dash the chances just a little bit for FM. Smooya gets another. Leffy chimes in, and suddenly we've gone from 5 versus 3 to 3 versus 2. What just happened, FM? It's all fallen apart. Nilsina and Boaster, they're on the site, but they haven't got the bomb down just yet. 35 seconds, but Smooya is not even going to give them that at this rate. Boaster now, the last man remaining, over towards Connector, but he's got to get some perfect shots out. But Smooya, with a 4K, just completely dismantles FM eSports, resets the economy, and pretty much clinches the 14-1 score.
This man is quicker than me in bed. He is insane. There is no way he can be human. That is too quick. This is just a outstanding performance from Smooya, and he is not looking like he wants to stop. That AWP has gone ham, and it will continue to go ham until the end of days, because Smooya is not just turned on, but he is electric. And there comes another pulse, going to be going down, and the charging husG will finally find a kill there onto Thomas, but there is support in hand. Rom going to take down husG, trading that frag back out, putting the nade down for good measure, and PT going to find himself in a very difficult situation. He has got an AK-47 and some armor in hand, but they had to win that last round. It was so key, and they've managed to let it slip out of their grasp thanks to the Smooya effect. Smooya will find one more. Say his name and he finds a kill. It's like a witch in a mirror. Smooya, 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 and a kill comes through you. PT going to be going down there as Ron will find him with a quick headshot, and now it all comes down to Boaster. Deagle in hand, no armor to play with, but he has got the bomb. Maybe he can get a plant, get some economy for his team, or maybe he'll get smooed.
I think he's just been smooed. Smooya once again finds the head of his opponent and blows it clean off. I mean, what more can be said? We're moving into the last round of the game. Orps for days being thrown out here from Orgless. They're certainly not Orgless. Yeah,
that was good.
They're, I mean, they're not struggling for cash right now. 3 players going to be AWPing in this last round, and to be honest, I don't think they care all too much whether they even win this round. When they're this far up, they've got this much money to work with. Not that the money even matters beyond that buy phase. We'll see whether they can make this triple AWP on Mirage work. But regardless, it doesn't... Even if they lose this round, 13-2, that's plenty for them to work with moving into the second half. Smooya now going to pop flash into connector, but decides to change his tune. 2 kills have gone either way, but Rom turns it into a third. It's 2 versus 3 now. Just Galil's in the hands of the terrorists, and Boaster remains 26 HP to work with. He's down in mid, but he's all on his lonely lonesome, and I'm not sure there's going to be much he can do. He needs a miracle to pull this round out. Leffy's going to be creeping around the corner, and he will finish off Boaster. That helmet saves Leffy's life and brings Orgless a 14th round moving into the second half. And well, not a whole lot to be said for FM eSports there. Fingers crossed, looking towards the second map, they can pull this one out, because I mean, looking towards the second half, I don't think there's much they can do.
I just can't see it. Right now, Smooya is so insane. Going on to Overpass, God help them. There is nothing that FM can do here to turn this around unless they all just wake up. They take like 10 pills of whatever makes you better at the game each. It might kill them afterwards, but they might win. And they just play their game. Maybe Viagra or something. In the words of GB James, make a play that gets your downstairs hard.
Well, we'll see if that's going to be what happens here, as they certainly need something miraculous right now. 13 rounds down, moving into the second half. Not a situation anyone wants to find themselves in. And to be honest, if this were matchmaking, somebody would have altered forward by now and someone else would have voted to surrender. But this is not matchmaking.
They can just leave if they want to. There's no warm-up or timeout.
That is true. But fingers crossed they won't do that.
No.
Don't encourage that kind of behaviour. We've already had that yesterday.
Do it! No, they're not going to do it. Please don't do it. They can't hear me. Actually, I've just remembered that they can't actually hear me. Unless they're having a bit of a United Estonia. At, oh, no, it wasn't. It was on my box. They could ghost
the stream, but it is delayed by, like, what, 4 minutes or something.
4?
So.
Blimey, that's
well, there's a 3-minute in-game delay plus a bit of magical stream technology or something.
Mm. You mean internet slowness?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Unless you're watching on a Zubu, of course, in which case there is a 3-minute delay. So bad luck.
Is there actually?
Yeah, there's a default 3-minute delay on a Zubu.
So 6 minutes behind. If you are watching on a Zubu, hello.
If you're not watching on a Zubu, go to a Zubu and watch.
Yeah. Down with Twitch.
No.
Not actually.
No,
not
don't
actually.
say that.
I like Twitch.
That's not nice.
I'm just kidding.
Up with Twitch, if anything.
Up with Twitch.
Up with eSports. That's all I can say. Up with eSports.
Hitbox as well.
Yeah,
I suppose we should shout out Hitbox.
Yep. They exist.
Those are the 3. Those are the magical tripod.
Okay, guys, if you're watching on Hitbox, I want you to tweet hashtag ESL Prem, hashtag Hitbox. If you're watching on a Zubu, I want you to... Sorry, Tim, you need to listen for this one. If you're watching on a Zubu, you need to tweet, because you're the only one. So, have a tweet, please. And if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you also tweet hashtag ESL Prem on Twitch. So, make sure you do that now, and we'll see who's watching.
Yeah.
If you're not watching on anything, then...
This is how we do our market research.
Yeah, we just tweet.
We can't remember quite how to get onto the statistics pages from these websites. So we need you guys at home to let us know what you're watching on. I feel like it's very likely that it will be on anything other than Twitch.
Let's see. I'm gonna.
But
search
yeah,
hashtag.
in case any of you guys just missed that, hashtag ESL Prem with hashtag Azubu, hashtag Twitch, or hashtag Hitbox. Let us know what you're watching on.
I'm watching on a screen. Do I have to tweet?
I suppose we're hashtag PGM.
I'm not.
No, you're not. Actually.
Should I hashtag the
Hashtag
IP?
server.
Can I put the IP out?
Hashtag GoTV.
Yeah, hashtag GoTV. So if you want to watch on GoTV, guys, you don't get that choice. That is not an option that is available to you.
Never lucky.
Unless you're elite Haxel.
In which case, welcome in. Welcome.
Yeah, come cast. Tell us about your elite strats. So the game, of course, is paused. Apparently Thomas had to go to the toilet. He needed a comfort break. And I don't mean a southern comfort break, because that's a different type of break. You don't want to be taking those. That'll kill your liver and your children. Because you're an alcoholic. And should stop.
Just because you drink whiskey does not necessarily mean that you're an alcoholic. I will just make that distinction. For those of you who do currently have a glass of Southern Comfort in your hands.
I'm not judging you specifically, but you have been judged. So, if you're drinking Southern Comfort, other brands of whiskey are available. Make sure you tweet hashtag ESL Prem Southern Comfort, and we'll be sure to get back to you with.
So long as it's not your 10th just yet, as it is only 8 o'clock. So long as
it's not 8 o'clock.
You've only had as many as the hours in the afternoon/evening so far.
Well,
then you're fine.
That could be 8.
4 by 4 p.m.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Fantastic.
You shouldn't do that. Don't listen to him. Unless you're having doubles, in which case, crack on. I do like a good Southern Comfort. I enjoy it. That's very enjoyable.
Indeed.
If you don't mind me saying.
Indeed. I've got to say, I'm not sure we've had a single tweet yet.
No, we haven't.
In regards to...
So if you even have Twitter, make sure you tweet hashtag ESL Prem.
We have had ESL Prem tweets. We've just not had any...
I haven't had a single one. I'm looking at all
any
tweets.
About Azubu.
Do I have to do capital letters when I search it?
I don't think so. No, you don't.
So make sure you use capital letters when you tweet hashtag ESL Prem.
You don't have to use
Otherwise, it won't work.
Ignore it.
That's how Twitter works. And make sure you at me, at Munchables.
That's not even my tag.
At Munchables _ ESL before the Munchables bit. ESL _ Munchables. And you can send any abuse.
I wish my tag was Munchables. It's someone called, like... I can't remember her name.
There he is.
Very annoying.
Finally.
Someone called Sharia or something like that.
Why watch...
It's disastrous.
That's a good point, actually. So if you are not streaming platform biased, if you're not a cis-platformed guy, and you don't assume your streaming platform, then you can head over to all 3 at the same time if you want, and you can be non-binary platformed.
That is true, but regardless of where you are watching, you're watching an unpaused game right now. The second half has begun, and let's find out if FM can miraculously get themselves into it. I don't think they can, though, because Leffy is having none of it. He charges in, he finds the first kill, and Smooya chimes in with a second one as well. He's come down from short, but he's not fallen short, that is for sure. Nilzinho down to 20 HP, and he just can't connect the headshots. And it is going to be Pashilla taking him down in the end. Boaster and PT, the last 2 guys remaining, and Rom's having none of it. PT over towards mid, but I don't think there's much he can do, even if the kill is confirmed. He is going to be able to find 2 headshots for himself with that USP, and he looks towards window to try and find his third. PT is looking to make this happen for his team. Beautiful little flick. PT is not going down without a fight, and the last player from Orgless, he's actually left the site at that point. He's finally arrived from short. The shots are going to come through, but the bomb ruins all of the fun. It's not going to be the 5K, but PT, fair play, mate.
All I can say is RIPT. I'll put that in chat as well. RIPT. Not RIPD, the Rest in Peace department.
That's such a terrible film.
It really was horrific. But other brands of film are available if you want to head over to Netflix, Amazon Prime, or the other ones like Chrome.
Or the cinema.
Or the cinema. Empire View, Odeon, and the other one, Showcase.
Cineworld.
Showcase. Oh yeah, Cineworld exists. Anyway, the round is underway. This is match point. 15-1 right now, and the most interesting game all week so far. FM, 1 round, Orgless times 15. This is looking real good for the men on Orgless. PT, of course, has himself a UMP in hand, but Pish has taken down his teammate. Nilzino will fall, and it's all going downhill. PT, can he do it again? This time get 5. Pulse comes in with 1. Pishilla will go down, but Pulse has fallen, and PT will follow him to the grave. And we will see you 6 feet under, my friend, because that is Orgless absolutely dominating.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you lose a map if you are FM
Or win one.
right there. Or win one if you're Orgless. 16-1 final score. What a ridiculous game